Why? Is it my eyeballs that are blanking out, or is it just... Oh, hi, I'm talking to myself here. I'm looking at myself and saying, are my eyeballs freaking out? What's going on? Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Google Hangout. Are we live? It says we're live. Okay. Welcome to the Google Hangout on Tuesday morning, February 2nd. I am so excited to be coming at you. My kids actually already have a snow day today when there is not a flake of snow in the sky, because the snow is coming. The snow is coming at 10 o'clock. And so they don't want to let the kids be there and then the parents come back and get them. So they're just hanging out. So if Gabe comes in here in his pajamas, just know that's what's going on. Okay. All right. Well, I am super excited about this hangout today. Super excited to be in your space, to share some thoughts with you, to share some recognition, to share some, God willing, some inspiration about earning that Cadillac and doing it with style, no matter what January looked like. And so since it is the first hangout of the month, we're going to give some month-end recognition, and also to put it on your calendars. Next Tuesday is going to be a call. It's going to be from Jesse. How do you say your last name? What is it? Vriedevelt Schultz, who is the #1 sales director in the Madison National area. And she lives out in Oregon, and she has rocked the Perfect 10 for the last 2 years. And Lisa talks about her in almost all of her trainings about she went from being a grand achiever under 50 unit to $500,000 last year, Offspring sales directors, red jackets, and she'll be doing the trip this year. So you guys put that on your calendars that you want to be on that call next Tuesday morning to hear from Jesse. Okay. All right. So to get started today, I want to say congratulations to the bangle earners for this past month of January. So earning 1 bangle because they sent in their recognition, they sent in their points, so we know who it is Amanda Collins, Trisha Bless, and Tammy Clout. Congratulations to you. They earned at the at the Grand Achiever level. Now, here's the deal. I understand. I did some evaluation yesterday, as most of you know, about our month of January and what worked and what isn't working. And so what I believe is not working very well is the tracking system that I have for you. So I have a weekly tracking system with points, right, that you can send to me in a Google Doc and also take a picture of it for me. And that I'm going to update that. Okay, that will be updated this week. And you can either send it again in a Google Doc or you can take a picture of it for me. But I'm really going to encourage you to do it weekly. Okay, because those who track grow. And as Leah Lachlan just, was in our face about leaders track. And you don't have to like it, but I promise you, you will start liking it once you start winning. But what I'm going to do on that one tracking sheet is I'm going to give you a point goal so that you'll know that to earn at the Grand Achiever level, this is the number of points you would do for the week. And when you hit that total number for the month, that's what's going to earn you 1 bangle. It's kind of like the IPA system that the Mary Kay website has. If you do so many points per week and then equal so many points per month, that's how you earn at the premier level for 2 bangles. And then by doing the activity, if you want to earn a Cadillac, you're going to do the Cadillac activity per week, and then per month, that's going to earn you the bangle. But the bangle points are going to be on the same sheet so that you're not just looking at the end of the month going, oh my goodness, I could have earned a bangle. Kara's texted me and she's like, Mom, I was 4 faces away from a bangle. They shouldn't be on different sheets. They shouldn't be separated. It is the same work that you're doing every week to earn commission checks that you're earning to build your unit size that you should be doing to earn the bangle. So I apologize for making that confusing and complicated, and we're going to get it in one place. But this is what I want you to know. If you're old school, and like I am, Google Docs is great for some things, but it's not for other things. If you don't want to do Google Docs for your weekly points, that's fine. Just send it to me. You can text it to me in a picture or box it to me. But to get your prize, at the end of the month, it must be sent in that Google Doc form, because that is the only way that Kim is going to be able to keep her sanity in figuring out the prizes. Okay. So we'll send that out in an email and we'll get you more information on that. But here, I want you to hear my heart on this. The way that you're going to get individual coaching calls, if you want them, is if you send me your weekly tracking. Because you know what? I can't coach what I don't know about. I can't coach from lack of knowledge. Okay. So when you are committed to send me your weekly tracking sheet, either by Google Doc or by taking a picture of it by Monday, that's how we'll know, hey, this person is serious about her business and she is, she wants my time. And then we can have conversations about what we're seeing. Okay. Because a lot of times when we're not getting the results that we want, number one, we just need to check our numbers. Isn't that what we know? Number one, check our numbers. If that's right and we're still not getting the results, number two, check the target market. If that's right and we're still not getting results, right? Number three, check the skill level. And if that's all right and you're still not getting results, then we might need to talk about some head stuff, okay? Because as Lisa Madsen and I were talking this past week, you know, she really talked about, you guys, that the perfect tens change everything in your business when done with the right attitude, when done with belief, when done with grit, when done with great expectations, okay? Is this business magical? You know that I believe that it is. It's first mathematical, but it's doing the right math with the right people, and then it becomes magical. And I want to say congratulations to Jamie Lopez because she completed her first perfect 6. So she'll be getting the Goelzer area pin. So congratulations to you, Jamie Lopez. Excited about that. All right. Now here is the unit recognition, the area recognition for the month with 5 or more new unit members, because Mary Kay would say 5 is maintenance, 10 is growth. So we're doing recognition only starting at 5. With 5, we have Trisha Bless, and those were all her personals. She gold medaled last month. Congratulations to Trisha. With 6, we have the Tammy Clout unit, and 3 of them were hers. So she bronze medaled. Congratulations, Tammy. Nikki and Amanda Collins. Oh my goodness. Like, you know, lead by example, right? Nikki and Amanda both had 11 unit members. Congratulations. And you know what's exciting about that is that Nikki, God willing, Mary McIntosh will be done today. She's got 1 order on hold that she cannot get a hold of the person to resolve. So if you can please pray, please just pray that that person gets back to her so that she can get that 1 order placed to finish up DIQ. Everything else is done. Okay, my friends. So please pray about that. But look at that. How 11 recruits. Well, what happens? People bring production, right? People, and then Mary's finishing DIQ. She's finishing with a $9,000 a month. The DIQ does $9,000, and she didn't have to worry about production, right? People bring production. She has a person on her team, Beth Eddings, who is on target for her car and is a future sales director. That is so exciting. And Amanda Collins has somebody in her unit, Sarah Puebla. Congratulations, Sarah, who finished her first month of DIQ. People bring production, but she also has another hot shot, Angie, who has just started her business. And I think she bronze medaled last month, you guys. So it's all these people who are working for goals who are bringing in these numbers. So get excited about unit growth. You know, as Kate was leaving me a message on the Voxer, she's like, oh my goodness, Heidi, the only thing I need to focus on is unit growth. You guys, everything will come from that, okay? Your stars will come from that. Your cars will come from that. Your luncheon at career conference will come from that. Unit growth and leading your unit by example, okay? So don't be confused. You know, if you're confused, should I get the 10 bookings? Yeah, because that's going to get you unit growth. Okay, nothing happens without bookings. So if you don't have the 10 bookings on your books, that's job number 1, my friends. That's job number 1. You know, Leah Lachlan and Julia Burnett are maniacs with their national areas about having 10 parties up on the books by the 5th of the month. Maniacs, okay? Can you be a maniac about something that will totally change your business, you guys? 10 parties up by the 5th of the month. Be a maniac about that. Okay. All right, so those are the people that have that. Then let's see, we have, you know, Mary McIntosh, God willing, finishing DIQ today. We have Mary Isaacs, who's going back into DIQ today. And we have Jamie Newbecker, who is going back into DIQ today. And then we have Sarah Puebla, who is entering month 2 of DIQ. So right now we have 3 DIQs in our national area, but the goal is to have 10 by March 1st, you guys, that we are going to career conference with 10 DIQs, okay? And hey, I'm going to get you guys something special for a career conference, just that you know, I just remember that I'm going to do that. I have to write this down so that all the Goelzer area leaders are going to have something special that you get to wear as you cross the stage for your recognition at career conference, okay? I better get those ordered today. All right, so with over $5,000 in production, bonusing, and beyond, we have the Becky Mueller unit, the Jamie Lopez unit, and the Jamie Riley unit. With over $6,000 in production, in fact, fact, they're finishing at their 6,500 today when they resolve their orders. We have Goelzer getting the 13% $500 bonus check, and Megan Cruz getting the bonus check. Congratulations. With over $7,000 in production, herself getting the bonus check, Susan Riordan. With over $8,000 in production, getting the 13% $500 bonus check, Amanda Collins. Yay, Amanda. With over $12,000 in production, getting the 13% bonus check, Tammy Clout. Congratulations. And with over $23,300 in production, none other than the Nikki Hill unit. Woohoo! Congratulations, everybody. Okay, so now we've got the updates on our courts for the year, okay? So 7 months in, this is where you stand. All right. And these are just DIQs and directors. You might have consultants in these areas, okay, but I'm not reading their names. Number 7 on target for the National Court of Sales, Brandy Lampman with 17,654 in retail production. Number 6, Terry Wilson with 19,164. Are you checking what you need to do to finish the Court of Sales? Because that will generate recruiting. Okay, you guys, they go hand in hand. Mary Kay would say nothing happens until somebody sells something. We want the most ever that we've ever had in the National Court of Sales. The most that our area has ever had is 4 in 1 year on the National Court of Sales. You guys, let's rock this out, okay? Number 5 with 19,264, the Amanda Collins unit. Actually, that was number 5. Number 4 with 19,872, the Tammy Clout person. I guess it's not a unit, it's the person. Sorry, guys. Number 3 with 20,886 retail, Susan Riordan. Awesome. Number 2 with 23,472, Mary Isaacs. Mary, you're playing with the big girl, sister. Do the Court of Sales. You can do it. And number 1, rocking out her selling on the National Court of Sales with $24,590 in retail production, Megan Cruz. Congratulations. And this will be Megan's first year on the Court of Sales. So exciting, Megan, to have you join that prestigious group and earn that diamond ring. And in the process, find your leaders, which I know is what you're excited about. Okay, and then we're going to have the Court of Sharing. So number 7 and 6 both have 5 qualifieds. We have Trisha Bless and Mary Isaacs with 5 qualifieds. What I want to share with you is this. At this point in the year last year, I think Trisha only had 3 qualifieds in as of February 1st, okay? She is the only one in our national area who finished the National Court of Sharing. She went from 3 qualifieds on February 1st, and I don't have my phone with me, so she can text me if I'm mistaken, but to 24 qualifieds on June 30th. Why not you? And I'm going to tell you a story at the end of this call about someone who just totally rocked it out and finished her Cadillac and did the National Court of Sharing as well. So number 5 and 4, Jamie Lopez and Brianna Douglas both have 6 personal qualified team members. And I know it is their goal and their mission and their passion to finish the Court of Sharing and in the process earn that Cadillac by June 30th. Number 3, Brandy Lampman, and this excites her so much. She has 7 qualified team members. And Brandy has made a decision that the way that she is going to do this Court of Sharing is by holding 4 parties a week. You guys, it all comes from the parties. How many parties is it going to take to find the people that you want to have in your organization? Number 2, come on, Tammy Clout, triple star, baby. This is your year. 9 qualified team members. So excited for you. And number 1 right now in the National Court of Sharing for the Goelzer unit, for the Goelzer area, is Jamie Riley with 14 qualified team members. Jamie Riley, time to rock it out, time to step it up, sister. You gold medal every month. That's your motto. And I think she already has 1 new team member in for this month. So you guys, come on. You can do this. Live in your greatness. You know what we've been talking about? When your life is full of good enough, there's no room for great. You guys, visualize it. Are you visualizing yourself at seminar? You know, are you thinking about the dress you're going to wear? Are you thinking about actually going to the royalty reception? To hang out with all of your sister sales directors who have accomplished that. It's like every national is going to be there. Every $1 million sales director is going to be there. You're hanging out with Nikki, who knows everybody, and she'll introduce you to everybody. Can you just see that eating at the mashed potato bar? I mean, just watching people taking pictures, enjoying it. And then as you're in seminar that afternoon, you're not just, politely applauding for everybody else. Like, I know that you're great at doing, but are you visualizing yourself being backstage with the rest of the Goelzer National Area and hearing your name called out one after the other, and then being at the bottom of the stairs where we'll take your pictures all together and we'll celebrate. And then you'll go backstage and you'll pick up your diamond rings and you'll pick up your bumblebees. Who's going to be applauding you? Is your unit going to be there applauding you? Are you bringing your husband this year to seminar? Because I know some of you are thinking about that. Is he going to be standing at the bottom of that stage, really, not knowing what's going on, taking it all in, but knowing that you are a winner? You guys, what motivates you? Visualize it, see it. Get excited about it. Who's going to be cheering for you as you pick up the keys to your next car? As you pick up those keys, Susan Riordan is so passionate about that BMW, to have the first BMW in the Seguin, Texas area. She's putting that out to her unit and she's believing it herself. And she's working to bring her husband, Steve, there because that's her visualization, to see him be proud of her. As she cheers him on for his marathons, you know what? He's going to cheer her on for this success. Who's going to be there with you, you guys? Who's going to be there at the Goelzer area night as you are applauded over and over again as the leader of leaders? Are you visualizing the win? Because when you visualize the win, it's so much easier to work. Did you hear what I said? When you visualize the win and you internalize it, it's so much easier to work. You guys, you can do this no matter where you are. Whether I said your name or not in the top and right now in the court of sales or court of sharing, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to share a story with you at the end that's going to tell you it doesn't matter where you're at right now, as long as you're willing to be a bulldog about working from here on out. Okay, and here is our top 5. Here's our top 5 in our national area right now in unit retail sales. Okay, number 5, ranking number 5 with 97,907 in retail production is the Susan Riordan unit. Susan Riordan, I know that you can do your first unit club this year. I know that you can. I know that you can. Wow, could you imagine being on stage as a double star achiever? Oh my goodness, get excited. Number 4, the Jamie Riley unit with 105,428 retail. And Jamie Riley, you're back. You have amazing people. You have 10 or more parties on your books, and it's time for you to be back in that unit club and on that court of sharing, a double star achiever, leading your unit by example and having offspring sales directors on your arms. And when they're at seminar watching what you do, they're going to know that they can do it too. I mean, it just makes me cry, you guys. Your people will do what you do. Are you willing to step into excellence so that they can follow excellence, you guys? They want to be a part of an excellent unit. So do it. So be it. Number 3, are you kidding me? Brand new sales director Amanda Collins is ranking number 3 in our national area. Amanda, I could not be more proud of you. 121,633 in retail production. You'll be joining the ranks of the elite as you finish the unit club and the Cadillac your first full year as a sales director. You see, you've only had, you debuted December 1st. So this would be your first full year as a sales director. So not only do you have the opportunity to be the rookie of the year in our national area, but my friend, to earn a Cadillac and be in a unit club your first full year. You join the ranks of people like Nikki Hill and Tammy Clouch. You have what it takes, sister. You have what it takes. Break our belief barriers. Let these new directors coming out of DIQ believe that they can do it too. It wasn't just done, 18 years ago. It wasn't just done 13 years ago. It's going to be done now, Amanda Collins. Whose dreams are tied to your success? Whose dreams are tied to your success because you dare to be excellent? Who else is going to believe that they can be excellent too? Oh my goodness, you guys, let's do this. Ranking number 2 in this national area. I can't read my handwriting, with $234,950 in retail sales. Oh my goodness, Tammy Clout, you're going to hit your first unit club this month of the 300,000 and then go on to do the trip, to seriously earn the trip, to take Eli to Italy. For real, you are doing this and being the first triple star achievement in the Goelzer national area. Did you see where her numbers are? She's solidly on target for the National Court of Sales and the National Court of Sharing. But you guys, she doesn't have to be the only one. We've just never had one before. Why not have multiples? Who else is willing to do it? Who else is willing? It doesn't matter where you are now. It doesn't matter where you are now. It matters where you are willing to go. And then ranking number one in this national area. You guys, are you kidding me? She's already like solidly on target, officially on target for the $800,000 unit club. Nikki Hill with $376,936. And where is it all going to come from for them to do million? It's leaders, my friends. If you're a DIQ on this call, you count. If you're an Offspring sales director, Mary McIntosh, on this call, you count. Because remember, you guys, we get extra production towards our unit clubs when we Offspring sales directors. Do not forget that. Remember, after they Offspring, you get up to 12,500 points credit for your unit clubs, but you have to Offspring them before June 1st. If they all Offspring by June 30th, you don't get extra credit for them. Are you hearing me? It's imperative that if you want to hit these unit clubs, you get people into DIQ on March 1st. So those of you like Jamie Riley and Jamie Lopez, where you've already hit a unit club, to get a new bar pin, right? Offspring a sales director early to get you the next bar pin, $350,000. Okay, it's just like being a star consultant though, you guys, right? You can't be a star consultant without doing the production yourself first, and then your qualifieds bump you up. That's the same with unit club. So you need to do a unit club first on your base production, on your unit production, and then it can bump you up a level with your Offspring sales directors. Tammy, be a bulldog about this. Okay, be a bulldog about leadership. DIQs, finish early. I know you're team players. You can help your unit get to a higher level when you finish early, and then be awesome as a new sales director. Oh, last night we had a brand new sales director at our Moving Up night, Angie Doms. She's actually in the Lisa Madsen national area. And you guys, it took her a long time to become a sales director. She was in DIQ for a long time, but she kept showing up. She kept showing up. She kept resubmitting. She kept showing up. But I'm happy to tell you that as a sales director, she didn't struggle her first month. She had 2 personal qualified team members. That's the key. She kept working. She is doing on the move. She is getting the $1,000 bonus. She is getting the beautiful ring, you guys. But she had 2 personal qualified team members, and she hit the $6,500 bonus. So she got a $500 extra check from Mary Kay. Hello. I don't care what it looks like crossing the line for DIQ, but get there and then be excellent. You don't have to struggle. Even if you struggled in DIQ, you don't have to struggle outside of DIQ. It's a mindset that you keep working personally and leading your unit by example, and Mary Kay is going to pay you for that. Okay, holy cow. I just need to like calm myself down here because I'm so excited. So, you know, I want to just share with you that, where am I looking at? I had some time yesterday to reflect. I took some time to reflect. I'm really trying to be a better leader. You know, as John Maxwell talks about, leaders take time to reflect on what went well and what didn't go well. You know, and I reflected about the tracking sheet. How can you win more? I'm going to fix that tracking sheet. I reflected about the DIQ call that didn't seem to go so well. Well, Mary McIntosh, you know, was so honest with me when I asked for feedback. Are you willing to ask for feedback? And then are you willing to listen? You know, I didn't realize or didn't bring it to conscious level that Nikki's team was doing an 8 a.m. call, and then we were doing a 10:45 DIQ call. Duh, why do both, right? Plus, it's just at a bad time, okay? The middle of the morning, just a bad time. And so, you know, a lot of the frustration didn't even have to do with people. It had to do with semantics. So sometimes, you guys, it's really good to sit back and ask questions and say, hey, is something easy to fix? And sometimes it is. It's just a little tweak and it will make things better. So as I sat down, I actually sat down and I evaluated what are the good things that happen. And I wrote a list. And I wrote a list about each and every one of you. And you know what it required from each and every one of you to have something great happen. And something great happened for every one of you, even if your production didn't look the way that you wanted it to look. Even if you didn't hit the 13% bonus, something great happened for every single one of you. You know, for Mary McIntosh, you guys, the grit that we pray it's going to finish, because good grief, it took a lot of grit to finish this. You know, she was only in her 3rd month of DIQ. She didn't, quote, technically need to finish, but she has her debut on Saturday. I'm flying in for her debut on Saturday. So she had a goal with a deadline. And you guys, she had a family that was throwing up for days with the stomach flu. Her little baby, you guys know what it's like when a baby has the flu. It's horrible. Well, then what happened on Sunday? Mary got the flu. Mary was sick as a dog trying to finish this up. And Nikki, her amazing leader, said, Mary, can you have your assistant come in? Her assistant came in at 9:30 at night to help her get things done. Her sister was giving her iPad between times that she was being sick to get orders in. You guys, it was grit. It was sheer grit that they did. Beth Eddings on her team stepped up. You guys, when you set a goal with a deadline, you encourage other people to be their best. Beth Eddings, a single mom who works full-time in Mary's unit, stepped up, and she recruited her mom and her two sisters to be a part of this win. And they came in with qualified orders. And that also put Beth on target for her car and in the position of future sales directors. Whose dreams are tied to your success? Who is willing to get gritty when you get gritty? Right, you guys? Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Mary. And we're going to pray that this order goes in. Okay. I hope that you're watching this after this order goes in so you can just give us a big celebration. Nikki Hill. When Mary's numbers are all in, Nikki will again be an executive senior sales director. That's a huge win. Such a small percentage of this company are executive seniors. And Nikki, you know what? We're so proud of you. We're so proud of your grit that you never give up on yourself and you never give up on your people. And to have a DIQ, Jamie Newbecker in your unit, and then DIQs in your national area. This is done. This is done because the Hill area never gives up, and you always lead us by that example. Megan Cruz. I got to tell you a story about Megan Cruz. Megan Cruz was having a bad day about a week before the end of the month. And Megan, I haven't even told you this story yet. She was questioning. She was questioning her leadership. She was questioning whether she should be a director anymore or maybe be a consultant. And you guys, it was breaking my heart because Megan and I are friends. You know what? We've been together for years. And so Megan, I didn't know what to say. And so I reached up. And I reached up to my national sales director sisters who were at the beach house with me in Los Angeles. They are the ones that I seek mentorship from. And I said, you know what, here's the situation. I don't know what to say to her. I don't know how to call her back. And who stepped up to give me her heart was Crystal Trojanowski. And Crystal Trojanowski gave me some great advice. She told me to remind Megan that this is normal. You guys, just like when we're married, you know, sometimes you're madly in love with your husband and sometimes you're like, really? Why did I marry this man? Right, you guys? It's normal. But then we go back and we think, no, these are the qualities that he has. We're just having a bad time and we're going to work through it because this is the man I want to be married to. Sometimes we do that with our directorship. We think it'd just be easier to be a consultant. It'd just be easier to go get another job. You know, the grass seems greener over there. But we need people to remind us that it's not. And that's what Crystal brought me to a conscious level. And, you know, at that point, Megan was struggling to hit production. Megan was struggling to keep it together. And Crystal Trojanowski reminded me that we are not here to play small. And she said, Megan is not going to simply hit production. She is going to hit that 13% bonus, and she's going to get that money for her family, and she's going to be a winner. And so Crystal breathed belief into me. She breathed belief into me. And so I was able to call up Megan, and Megan breathed belief into you and remind you who you are. You're a winner. And your kids are winners. And you tell them that every day. And we talked about we're not going to live in your head. You see, Crystal reminded me, you can't live in your head. You can't live in the logical place when you're going for big things because your head will confuse you. And your head will tell you it's not worth it. Or your head will tell you you can't do it. You've got to live in your heart. Guys, you got to live in your heart. And we got into your heart, Megan, didn't we? And say, what would excite your kids? And so she talked to her kids and she figured out that when they got this win, what it was going to do for their family. And so she told people that. And she saw faces, and her unit rallied, you guys. Her unit rallied because Megan was being a champion. And when the leader is a champion, the team rallies around their leader. And Megan got to $5,500, not $4,500, $5,500 by the end of Saturday. And she determined to finish it. So she put a personal order of $1,000 on hold. And yes, she sold it. She sold every penny of it between yesterday and this morning. And she called Mary Kay and resolved that order today. And I'm so excited to tell you that Megan Cruz just didn't make production, but she did the $6,500 bonus. And she's a winner and she's a champion. So you guys, when you don't know what to say to your people, call up, get re-inspired yourself. And then you call your team member and you believe in her with all of your heart. And I'm so proud of you, Megan Cruz, for having grit. Oh my goodness, to win, to be a champion. Karis Goelzer. Karis Goelzer, you guys, needed $6,500 in production, and it wasn't happening the day before. In fact, the day before, she was telling me, I think we're going to end up at 5,500, Mom, which is great, but it's not quite there. No, she finished. She had people placing orders. She was placing orders. She sold more product. 6,500. Congratulations, champion Karis. Way to have grit. Becky Mueller, seriously, I don't even know where this production came from, but she was at 2,000 on Sunday morning, and they finished bonus 5,000 because her brain changed. By reading a book, by going to leadership, her brain changed, and she's no longer the person who accepts mediocrity. She's no longer the person that lives in just enough, and they finished a bonus. I mean, good grief. Congratulations to Crystal Pounds, who decided after leadership that her head and her heart are aligned, and that she is all in, and that this is her career, and it's not one foot into teaching and one foot into Mary Kay. And so she did the small right things every day. And she's got a person, Sarah Farish, who is going to go into DIQ on March 1st, and they're going to run this race together, and they're going to earn the 13% check this month. No plan B. Oh my goodness, Jamie Riley, a new red jacket that we celebrated last night, Lindsay. She is excited. She is back. Jamie Riley, I don't know if you've ever had 10 bookings on your books and you're getting more, and you're making the decision to make phone calls, to do what you don't want to do what's uncomfortable, and to get on the phone. That takes grit, and that's a winner. Susan Riordan did not let this go. She held 2 parties before the end of the month, and I asked her how they were, and she's like, they weren't great. They weren't great, but she booked more parties. And she is determined. Her head and her heart are aligned. Her team came together. You know, Susan got a letter, and I didn't print it up because I just thought about it just now, from Delia. All of you know her as a former director in Susan's unit. And you know, it broke our hearts when she decided to step down from directorship. But Delia sent Susan and me a letter on the last day of the year, December 31st. And she thanked us for our mentorship. And she thanked us for our time in Mary Kay. And she thanked us for the experience of helping us finish this national area and debuting on the stage as one of our directors. She said it's a day she'll never forget. You guys, people might not stay in Mary Kay forever, but the experiences that you give them could change them forever. And you know, in the beginning, she had the goal of being a national sales director. And now she has the dream of going into ministry. And so she signed that letter, not national sales director, national soul director. And so, Susan, I'm just so proud of you, because when you're out there working, you change lives, and your passion is back, and she's off of cruise control. And you are ready to put your foot down and go to work, and you earned the bonus. Kate Unger, I'm just so proud that you always evaluate yourself and you go forward and you go, I know where I'm weak and I know where I'm strong, and I'm going to play in my strengths and I'm going to get things done. I'm not going to work. You know, Kate knows that she needs to work from a place of results, not looking at the daily activity, because she gets caught in that. But no, how many new unit members are going to have? You're going to have 10 new unit members, Kate Unger. That's the results. You're going to have 10 new unit members. And you are going to that career conference luncheon. Doggone it, every single one of you are going to that career conference luncheon. Do not let that go. Do not be taking your people out for lunch that day. Do not be making reservations. No, they can make reservations themselves. You are going to that luncheon. You are leading by example. Your people need to see you win. Plain and simple. You do whatever it takes to get those 3 active team members into the computer this month, because 10 is your number for your unit and they need to see you win. Do not let yourself off the hook for this. It is a big deal for them to see their sales directors win, and they want to follow you. If they're not seeing you go into that luncheon, they think it's okay not to win. They think it's okay to be good enough, and it is not okay. It is not okay to be good enough. You are leaders. It is okay to be great. That's how you lead your people, and that is exactly what you're doing, Kate Unger. Tammy Clout, taking personal responsibility with that bronze medal. And not only did you bronze medal, but she built almost all of them into senior consultants. She's doing the both and the momentum is coming. And Tammy Clout did the perfect 6 again. December and January. That's what you do, Tammy, is power start. And I know this is your anniversary month and you are going to rock it out in February, seriously having your best month ever. Amanda Collins, are you kidding me? $8,200 in production, 11 new unit members, and on a DIQ who finished her first month, and another person, Angie. I need you to hear about Angie, you guys. This is the morning of stories, your real stories. Angie is a consultant in Amanda's unit. And when Angie holds parties, she's brand new. I think she started in December. When she holds parties, they're $500 parties. Angie bronze medaled last month with 3 new personal team members. They live in Houston. And we're all excited about the gas prices around here, right? But it's horrible for the oil industry. and it's horrible for the city of Houston. And so Angie's husband got laid off yesterday. He's in sales for an oil company, and his company car is gone, and their income is gone. And Angie was freaking out. And I said to Amanda, no, you've got to breathe belief in her for such a time as this. God brought her into Mary Kay in December so that she could rock it out now. You know what, guys? People can earn their cars in 1 month. You know, she can hold 5 parties a week and be making $2,000, $3,000 in sales for her family in addition to her commissions. You know, Jamie Riley earned her car in 1 month. She holds that record in our national area, but it was October, and it was a 31-day month. February is a 29-day month. Who are you going to believe in your units to do it in 29 days? Who are you going to believe in who's willing to hold the parties that you're going to breathe that belief in her that she's going to break a new record? I believe it can be Angie, Amanda. I believe it can be her. But you got to believe in her with all of your heart. You guys, you set the belief bar. You set the belief bar for your units. You do. How high are you going to believe for yourself and for your people? Oh my goodness. I don't even know where I am. Brianna's mad. Brianna's mad. She's motivated and determined. And doggone it, Brianna, you're earning this Cadillac by seminar. I don't care what your production was in January. You're earning this Cadillac by seminar. And when Brianna Douglas gets mad, things get done. She is motivated and determined. She had a beautiful consultant, Suzanne, at our Moving Up night last night, who I love, who has the leadership skills that you are running with to get her to directorship. And she had a guest there last night, Candace. Your people skills are ridiculous, Brianna. Go to work, sister. Make it happen. Don't look back. Oh my goodness. Brandy, bronze medaled last month. And Brandy is committed to doing that court of sharing and doing the court of sales. Shut up. Double star, Brandy, double star. And you're doing it by holding 4 parties a week, and you are tracking. And we had a conversation that she's not excited about tracking, but you don't have to be excited about tracking. You track anyway, and you will get excited when you get wins. Jamie Lopez, I'm so proud of you. Not only did you do the perfect 6, not only did you hit your 5,000 or higher in bonus. But you guys, Jamie is living in integrity to herself. She's living in integrity with her money management. We all have things that we want to fix. And so she decided to fix it. So not only did she place her $600 order, not only did she pay for expenses, but she put $160 in savings, in her Mary Kay savings, because she figured out how much Mary Kay costs her. And it's $160 a month. And so she puts it away so that she's going to have money for a career conference. Speaking of career conference, if you're not registered, sisters, get registered. Okay, hello. So she's going to have money for seminar and not be crazy thinking, how am I going to pay for my hotel, right? You guys, stop the madness. Look at your expenses. Be a woman of discipline. Be a woman of integrity and start saving that much every month so that you have it there and you're excited. Thank you, Jamie Lopez. I can't wait to see what's going to happen by the end of the seminar year when you are continuously doing this. Terry, I am not kidding you. Terry had $800 in production in at the morning of the last day of the month. Terry had $800 in production in. I was fully prepared to call the company on Monday morning and tell them about Judy Cork and how one of her best friends and her top unit members is dying. And so that Terry was in an emotional place and, wasn't able to finish production. I was fully prepared to call Mary Kay and fight for her directorship on Monday. But I didn't need to because Terry got gritty. And she worked with one of her unit members who was thinking about placing an order, and she just kept getting scared. And Terry took that time and she went to be with that single mom. And she looked her in the eye and she said, I believe in you. And if you're willing to do what I train you to do, you're going to give your family a future that you can't have anywhere else. She had already gotten the money. It was sitting in the bank. She just got scared. And because of Terry's belief in her, that person placed an $1,800 order. She had a couple of other consultants place orders, and Terry herself sells this product, and she placed a $1,300, and she will do the National Court of Sales, and she will be at that party with us. Terry, you're gritty. You're gritty. In fact, I didn't even see it go in because they submitted orders to her, and she didn't know that she had to push the button. So God, she has a great senior director in Becky Mueller that said, Terry, push the button, so that the orders went in, and she finished that production. Gritty. And Trisha Bless, gold medaled. You know what, Trisha? You know what Nikki said about you? She goes, Heidi, I say I'm going to gold medal, but I don't do it. Trisha, when you say something, you do it. You do it. You got gritty. And you're the only one in our national area who earned the right to be at that spa day with national sales directors Lisa Madsen and Sue Panko. You paid the price to be in the presence of powerful people. And you know what? I believe that that event on Thursday where you're going to go be in their space is going to be a turning point in your business. It's going to be the place where you decide that this Cadillac is done. You're going to get the one thought, the one idea, the one encouragement because you were gritty and you didn't give up when it looked bad. And guys, where did her production come from this month? Most of it came from a personal team member who placed an $1,800 order the same day that she signed because Trisha got gritty about being bold about inventory and being in the right target market. Congratulations. Wow. All that stuff has happened. Are you going to be gritty? Are we going to have the most percentage of Cadillac sales directors in the world? You guys see, last month, we had our worst month ever. Even though all those good things happened, we had our worst month ever as a national area. Some of you may have had your worst months ever. It's not my story. It's not your story. As Julie Burnett says, I reject that. I reject that. We're going to have our best month ever. We're going to have our best month ever because you guys are earning that dang 13% check. I don't care if you earned it in January or not. You're not leaving another $500 on the table. Get gritty. Get gritty. Get passionate. Get willing to do whatever it takes. Get focused on the results, seeing the right people at the right time, and go find those leaders, you guys. We're done. We're done. We're done. We are done not living in our best. I'm done. I'm done not living in my best. Okay. So I'm going to end with this story. I'm going to end with this story about Alden Sweeney, who actually has a new married name now. You guys heard her some time ago on our Cadillac call. She was a young director, the daughter of Dawn Otten Sweeney, who is now a national sales director. Her earned her Cadillac in 6 months. And I asked Brandy, who meets with her, to get me her numbers, And if you got a piece of paper, I want you to write these down. If you're driving, I'll text it out to you. These were her numbers 6 months before she earned a Cadillac. Okay. In January, they hit bonus, $5,000. Some of you can relate to that. You did it. In February, she hit $1,800. Some of you can relate to that. That's what you did in January. But in February, she was working. Even though her production was poopy, she was working, okay? And on the last day of February, she held a big party, a big event. She had 13 guests at a beauty bar in the right target market. And so she bronze medaled on the last day of February. She got 3 personal team members on the last day of February. Even though her production was only 1,800, she was working. Sometimes the scoreboard doesn't reflect what's happening behind the scenes. In March, listen to this. February, she was at 1,800. In March, she went to 17,000. 17,000. She had 3 new personals in March who were star consultants, 15 unit members. People bring production. And one of the people that she recruited on that last day of February, her name is Lori. She went on target for her car in her first month in Mary Kay. Alden's commission check that month was $6,500. She probably owed the company in February. In March, her commission check was $6,500. In April, once again, 3 personals. Her production was $18,500. 25 new unit members. You guys, it's called a movement. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. $6,000 commission check. And Lori, her person who signed on February 28th, was in DIQ. Second month of car, DIQ. People bring production. In May, $14,000 in production. Once again, Alden had 3 personals, okay? 20 total unit recruits. Her commission check was $4,500. Lori had finished earning her car the month of June, when her mom was going to let her off the hook. The month of June, they did $32,000 in production. $32,000. January, $5,000. February, $1,800. March, $17,000. April, $18,500. May, $14,000. June, $32,000. And how many new unit members? You guessed it, 30. 32,000 and 30 new unit members. Alden did 10 personal qualifieds for her car credits and to finish up the National Court of Sharing. Her commission check that month was $12,500. $12,500 was her commission check. Lori, her person that she recruited on February 28th, her car was done and she was a sales director. She also finished the National Court of Sharing and she signed on February 28th because you know what? Alden was finishing it and Lori wanted to be on that stage with her. What your leader does, you do. In 4 months of joining the company, she earned her car, became a sales director, and did the National Court of Sharing. Alden completed Cadillac, she earned the B, and did the National Court of Sales. She did. This is what she said, $71,000 in car credits and wholesale, March, April, May, and June. $71,000 in car credits and wholesale, March, April, May, and June to finish that Cadillac. And, I was thinking about Alden, and I got to meet her at leadership. I actually sat by her because her mom and I had seats together at leadership. And Alden's a sweet girl. She's a sweet girl. She's young. She's only like 22 or 23 right now. She earned that Cadillac when she was like 20. What's different about Alden? Her mom was going to let her off the hook, actually, because she had so much to do in that month of June that her mom was going to say, Alden, you can take another quarter. And Alden said, no, I'm doing this. And as I thought about this, you guys, Alden grew up pink. She grew up in a Mary Kay home. And her mom was very successful. Her mom was $1 million sales director, and her mom is the national sales director. You see, Alden grew up in a home where she saw big finishes. Alden grew up in a home where she saw her mom being stubborn. Alden grew up in a home where she saw her mom not quit. Alden grew up in her home where she believed that she could do big things because she saw her mom do big things. You guys, what kind of home do you have? You see, some of you have kids. Some of you have husbands. Some of you have nieces. Some of you have nephews. You all have people watching you. What kind of change are you going to make in their lives when they grow up or when they go for big things? Because they saw you. Because they saw you be stubborn. Because they saw you not quit. Because they saw you work till midnight on the last day of the month. Because they saw you make big things happen. What is the next generation going to do? You see, my friends, it's not simply about you doing great things in the next 5 months. It's not simply about you and your unit members, like Lori and her unit doing big things. It's about the next generation. It's about the future. It's about what Mary Kay said, and Cars read this quote at the January Jumpstart that we were at. Mary Kay said, one of the best gifts of this business is that we're going to create generations of kids from Mary Kay moms who think they can do anything. My friends, when you play with a championship mentality today, you will raise children with championship mentalities. Oh my goodness, I am so passionate about you. I'm so passionate about your dreams. I'm so passionate about your victories that I know that you're going to have the best day today and you're going to have the best month of February. I believe in you. Go out there and make it happen. Bye, everybody.